He was once a hero, a beacon of hope. Nelson, the savior of planets, the vanquisher of evil, but something changed. A darkness twisted his heart, a lust for power consumed his soul. Whispers of his transformation spread like wildfire. Fear replaced admiration. The twinkle in his eyes, once filled with warmth, now flickered with a cold ambition. His smile, once a symbol of reassurance, morphed into a chilling smirk. No one dared question the change, not openly. They remembered his past deeds, his strength. His closest advisors vanished. Loyal generals disappeared. In their place stood figures cloaked in shadows, their whispers echoing Nelson's growing madness. The galaxy held its breath, uncertain of the storm to come. Nelson's rise to power began with noble intentions. He sought to unite the galaxy, to bring peace and prosperity to its countless worlds. But victory after victory took their toll. Each battle, each decision chipped away at his empathy, leaving behind a void easily filled by ambition. He craved more power, believing it the only path to true order. He surrounded himself with sycophants who fueled his ego, whispering tales of his greatness, his destiny. The weight of his own ambition threatened to crush him. He saw enemies everywhere, even in the eyes of his own children. His paranoia deepened, pushing away his beloved Queen Summer and their children. He became a stranger in his own home, a prisoner of his own making. Nelson's ambition knew no bounds. He dreamed of a galaxy under his absolute rule, where his word was law, his will absolute. He saw himself as a god, destined to reshape the cosmos in his image. He indoctrinated his own children, Carlos and Sparkle, twisting their young minds with promises of power and glory. Carlos, eager to please his father, embraced the darkness readily. Sparkle, however, presented a challenge. Sparkle, the Queen's daughter, possessed her mother's kind heart and gentle spirit. Nelson saw in her a threat, a flicker of rebellion against his grand design. He showered her with attention, manipulating her love for him, attempting to mold her into his image. The Queen watched in horror as her daughter walked the precipice of darkness. Sparkle, torn between her father's seductive promises and her mother's love, faced a heart-wrenching choice. The galaxy held its breath, the fate of countless lives hanging in the balance. Sparkle's decision would determine the course of history. Would she succumb to the darkness that had consumed her father, or would she cling to the fading light? The tension was palpable. The weight of the galaxy rested on her young shoulders. Her choice would have repercussions that echoed through the stars for generations to come. Queen Summer, her heart heavy with dread, knew she had to act. She couldn't stand idly by as her husband descended into madness, as her daughter teetered on the brink of darkness. She had to protect her remaining children, to preserve a flicker of hope in this darkening galaxy. Under the cover of darkness, she fled the palace, her youngest children in tow. Her escape was a desperate gamble, a race against time. She knew Nelson's wrath would be swift and terrible. She had to reach her allies scattered across the vast expanse of space. Only they could stand against Nelson's growing might. The fate of the galaxy rested on her shoulders, on her ability to escape the clutches of her former love. Nelson awoke to an empty throne room. His rage echoed through the palace, shattering the fragile illusion of peace. He had been betrayed by the woman he once loved, by the children he sought to mold in his image. He would find them. He would drag them back and make them understand. He would show them the folly of their defiance. He would break them, reshape them, until they embraced his vision for the galaxy. The hunt began. Fleets of warships soared through the cosmos, their cannons hungry, their crews fueled by their leader's fury. Nelson would scour the galaxy, leaving a trail of fire and blood in his wake. He would become the nightmare the galaxy feared, the tyrant they had created. He would be known as the Great Evil.